Hello everyone, my name is Dee. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back if you have been here before. Today we are going to be doing a quick reading on their current thoughts about you and about the connection itself. So for pile 1 we have pyrite. For pile 2 we have amethyst. And for pile 3, we have Amazonite. Hello, pile 1, my pyrite pile. Let's check it out. What is your person's current thoughts about you and about the connection? What is going on in their head? We will pull some tarot cards, just a couple, and then just a couple of oracle cards as well. Trying to keep it short and sweet today. So, we got 2 cards already. We've got Strength, we've got the High Priestess, and we've got the 9 of Cups. So this person is, and we've got the Devil at the bottom of the deck, because the first thing that came to mind was this person. I'm going to show off my devilish friend. First thing that came to mind was that this person is really, really, really attracted to you. Okay, the Strength card at times, it can bring up, to me, it's not so much a creepy message as much as it is like a horny message, where it's like this person feels like they have to hold themselves back from you. And I feel like it is that more so, like, it's got that sexual tone to it more so than it has a creeper tone to it, where this person, it feels like, let's say, they have to tame themselves when they're around you. And I feel like that is because they are very, very, very physically and sexually attracted to you. The 9 of Cups brings it up. The Devil certainly brings it up. The High Priestess and the Strength card, all 4 cards basically that we are taking a look at right now, bring up this, very much so sexual, physical attraction type of energy when it comes to this person. So when it comes to their current thoughts, I would say that they are currently having a lot of naughty thoughts about you and about the connection itself. The Strength card, to me, it brings up confidence and worthiness on both ends. So to me, like, let's say if we tone down this sexual bit of this, if we tone it down just a little bit, the Strength card, it's bringing up confidence and worthiness on both ends, as I just said. So to me, that would be an indication that this person themselves is feeling very confident, which means that this person is more likely to make positive movement forward, or to make a move, or to ask you out. And this person looks at you as well as somebody, or thinks that you are someone who's very confident and has high self-worth. You seem to be very self-assured. I feel like the Strength card, of course, it's also going to bring up emotional vulnerability. So I feel like the two of you have opened up to one another before. I feel like the two of you have, shared your feelings, maybe if not about one another, there's definitely been some sharing of feelings, or this person's seen your, I want to say, like, sensitive side or emotional side. It just seems like the two of you could already be confidants in some way, shape, or form. We move forward to the High Priestess. The High Priestess, it brings up somebody who is highly desirable. I feel like this person, or when it comes to you, this person's infatuated with you. This person finds you highly desirable. This person really wants to get to know you better. I also feel like the High Priestess, it brings up divine femininity. Regardless of gender, I just feel like this person is very attracted to you. They just find themselves being very drawn to you. And I feel like the High Priestess, between that message of divine femininity and the High Priestess, can also bring up mystery. It just seems like to me they really want to get to know you better on both a, on a deeper level, both in a naughty way and also in an emotional way. The 9 of Cups, to me, it can bring up pleasure. It can bring up great sex. It can bring up emotional depth. It can bring up having fun together, having good times together. And to me, it just seems like this person in general, really looks at you as somebody who's a positive, upbeat type of person to be around. I feel like this person feels like there's been many good times had between the both of you. I feel like between the Nine of Cups and the Devil, it does bring me to that maybe this is somebody that you party with or have partied with, but the Devil and the Nine of Cups is mainly bringing me sex and good times. So this could be somebody that, of course, you've already been intimate with, or this could just yet again be bringing up that this person wants to get to know you on a deeper level in more ways than one. The Devil doesn't exactly bring me bad vibes, although of course the Devil usually can. I feel like when it comes to this person, and that's why I want to get some oracle cards, because when it comes to this person, it could go both ways. But I feel like you know what's up. I don't feel like this person, at least at this point in time, they want to get to know you better. They want to see where it will go. But at this point in time and into the near future, it's going to be something that's more sexual in nature than anything else. Okay, and especially as they get to know you, it almost seems like what we'd consider the opposite or the backwards way of like getting to know someone that we want to be in a relationship with, which I do feel like isn't that uncommon in this day. It's not that uncommon to like get to know somebody, let's say on that physical level, before we get to know them on a more so emotional level. So basically, I feel like with the Devil card, it could perhaps go one of both ways. It could be that this person might just be looking for that physical or sexual relationship, or it could be that this person is looking for something more. I do feel like based on the rapport that the two of you have with one another, they are searching for something more, and they seem to be going the physical route to begin with. And right here we have sunshine, good times, good vibes, happy times. I hope that, you can see it kind of clearly on the camera. Good vibes, happy times, positive attitude, things going well. The answer is yes. Okay. So all in all, very good signs, and correlates to what we brought up when it comes to that Nine of Cups and the Devil. This is somebody that you have had a lot of good times with, whether those good times are sexual in nature, whether those good times are like partying with one another or seeing one another at the same events, etc. Whatever the case may be, via how you know this person, there's been good times, there's been happy times. And it's like this person just wants to continue that. They want to explore that further. And let's see what else we can get from this. So we've got the good vibes, the happy times occurring between you both. And we also have the card Island Time. And Island Time is bringing up in your own time, take your time, have a relaxed attitude, be lighthearted. And to me, that's almost an indication, again, of just two. And of course, as always, this is based on your personal preference. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Not every single message that I say or every single message that jumps out will resonate with everybody. But this is urging for you to be lighthearted, let's say, when it comes to this connection. To be lighthearted, to be relaxed, to kind of basically just go with the flow when it comes to this connection. Continue with the good times, continue with the happy times. When it comes to this connection and this person, it seems like there will be many happy times, many good times. I want to try to get more into what it is that they are thinking, like about you. Okay, we have passion jumping out next. So insane chemistry, like one another equally, having fun. And again, it just seems like to me this connection is one that is full of fun. I'm sick of saying it, but it's like the good times, happy vibes. This just overall seems to be very fun, passionate connection. There's chemistry between the two of you. The both of you are feeling the same type of way about one another. And it's kind of just like, let the good times roll, pile one. Like, I don't know what else we could say here. And we've got blowing bubbles, fun-loving, bubbly, manifesting, embracing the moment, being in the now, flowing, which leads me back to saying just go with the flow. Okay, and I think when it comes to this person, you will overall continue to have fun with them. I feel like this is a connection that is overall just going to bring a lot of happiness and joy within your life. I feel like when it comes to this connection, there's going to continue to be this chemistry between the both of you. And right now, I think when it comes to your person, they are thinking that they just want to continue moving forward with these good times, with these happy times that the two of you are having with one another. They want to continue to explore this connection. And I also feel like when it comes to this person might think, might think, let's say, very presently, or they might be very mindful of being in the moment or of being in the flow. Overall, this person just seems to be, dare I say, just like a very chilled out type of person, even bringing me back to the island time. They just seem to be a very relaxed, sort of chill person, and they want to continue to explore the emotional side of this. They definitely want to continue to explore the physical side of this connection. And it just seems like this is someone that is worth, giving that type of chance to, if you are comfortable or if it's your preference to do so. So I hope that makes sense, pile one. This person thinks very highly of you. They think about you a lot. They definitely think about sex when it comes to the two of you. Very attracted to you, and I feel like it's not just the sex or I kind of like this reading because I do like the way that it delves into the emotional side of things. And the physical side of things. Obviously, there's a huge focus on physical intimacy, on the sexual relationship that you either have with them or that the both of you want to have with one another. But it always brings us back into this more so emotional side of things as well, which I love to see. Okay, the two of you clearly have feelings for one another. The two of you clearly find one another extremely attractive. And overall, I think the good times between the both of you could definitely evolve into something more. And for right now, you are being urged when it comes to, like, not only is this person thinking this, but I think as a whole, let's say, or as advice and guidance, you are being urged to just go with the flow and let this connection evolve as it will. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, pile two, my amethyst pile. Today we are taking a look at what your person is currently thinking about you and about the connection itself. So pile two, let's see what is going on. What is on your person's mind when it comes to you and when it comes to this connection? Okay, we've got the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So to me, the Five of Pentacles is immediately bringing up insecurities and or this person feeling like they have been left out in the cold when it comes to this connection. I will just immediately say, of course, that left out in the cold feeling could be along the lines of an ex. However, I feel more so that it's representative of their insecurities and what has held themselves back from this connection or making positive movement forward within this connection, with the Six of Swords right next to it. So that Five of Pentacles, it can bring up a lack of worthiness. It can bring up at times this person feeling a lack of confidence, feeling less than, not feeling stable and secure in their own life. And I just overall feel like this person, it's almost like when it comes to this person, they've had it in their head that they need certain things to be established within their own life before they would feel comfortable starting a relationship with you. And I feel like that's something that is currently on their mind or that they're currently thinking about. In some way, shape, or form, this person feels like they are not enough. Oftentimes, and especially since it's the Five of Pentacles, it could be this message of this person wanting to be more settled or feel more settled within their life or within their career. So they might feel like they are not ready to start this type of commitment or to start a romantic relationship with you because they don't feel worthy of you. They don't feel worthy of love. They're in this, sort of low place, or they've been in this low place, because we do see with the Six of Swords that there's been progress to this lack mindset that they are holding on to or have held on to. The Six of Swords to me, it can bring up positive movement forward. The Six of Swords can bring up a healing process, a slow and steady healing process. Just overall an indication that this person is healing and moving on from this left out in the cold, worthless, not feeling settled, not feeling stable or secure in their own life. Moving away from these insecurities that they might be holding on to. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. And I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is more so representative of you, but also representative of how they want to be. When they look at you with that Nine of Pentacles, it's definitely indicative of them putting you on a pedestal. It's definitely indicative of them looking at you as somebody who's very independent, confident, self-assured. They feel like you are someone who, has everything going for them. They feel like in many ways you are settled, stable, and secure in your life. And it's almost like they get this impression, or they feel like they would just bring you down. Like they'd bring you down or they'd hold you back. And again, this is their insecurities. This is the way that they feel. These are the ways that they feel not good enough for you, is because you are settled, you are stable, you are secure, you're independent, you're confident, you're beautiful. You're all of these amazing, wonderful things that they just, can't fathom why you would be interested in someone that's like as lackluster as they are. And again, that's mainly their insecurities. I love to see the Six of Swords because I do look at it as a healing card, a card of making progress or positive movement forward. So they're trying to move away from this and consider themselves, let's say, more worthy. They're trying to make themselves more independent, more stable and secure. They're trying to make themselves basically a worthy partner for you when it comes to this connection. We have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups being at the bottom of the deck would definitely signify that this person has romantic feelings for you. I feel like most of their issues lie within themselves. Most of their issues are because they feel like they're not good enough, or because they feel like they're not enough, or they're not settled enough, they're not stable enough. But it's got really nothing to do with you. They think that you are absolutely wonderful in a myriad of ways. But they don't look at themselves as being wonderful, and they don't look at themselves as being worthy of a loving relationship with you. Okay, so there's a lack of confidence on their end for sure. I'm going to get some oracle cards out here just to see what else is on their mind. Again, I do feel like they are healing. I do feel like they are trying to move on and move forward and move past this mindset. But it's definitely something that still creeps up on them feeling like they're not good enough for you, or that they're not worthy enough of this connection. And this card, money issues, jumps out. Fighting over money, I don't feel like that's what this pertains to. It's more about healing the root chakra, lack of trust, fear in safety, security, survival, and control. And they do feel this lack of security. They feel perhaps insecure, and I feel like a lot of these issues that come up with this Five of Pentacles are root chakra issues or imbalances. These insecurities that they have, not feeling stable or secure within their own life. Not like they just have this lack of, I want to say, faith in themselves. They have this lack of feeling settled or stable and secure within their own life, and it's affecting their ability to make positive movement forward toward you. And their first step in making positive movement forward toward you would be making that positive movement forward toward healing and moving on from these insecurities and this lack mindset that they have. And it does seem as though that is what they are doing. We have the guarded heart, lingering trust issues, fear from past hurts. Love can't get through that wall, forgive and let go. And I feel like the fear from past hurts and the lingering trust issues directly relates to this money issues card and the root chakra issues that jump up on it. That there is this lack of trust. And it's not even so much that they have a lack of trust in you. It's not like, again, their issues don't lie in anything that you have done or have not done or could do. Their issues are completely their own. And when it comes to this lack of trust or these trust issues that they have, I feel like that's part of the reason why at times they're guarded. That's part of the reason why they're closed off. That's part of the reason why they're feeling left out in the cold. They're feeling left out in the cold because they left themselves out in the cold. And now it's up to them to heal from that. So I do hope that that makes sense in some regard. I feel like this is a connection that could help for them to open up and could help for them to release some of the trust issues that they have. But they also need to be a willing participant in that. You know, they need to recognize that for themselves, and they need to begin to open up to you more and learning how, like, they need to kind of relearn how to trust again or how to open up again and so on and so forth. We have the unsaid, which is showing I love you or I like you without physically saying it. And I feel like that's something that is perhaps very common within this connection. And I feel like it's, to me, very, very much so reading as a connection where at times you feel like, it's almost like you feel like you're hitting a brick wall at times when it comes to this person or when it comes to this connection. You know, where there's times where this person, let's say, does open up to you and then maybe this person shuts themselves down again. I feel like this person does have strong feelings for you, and you perhaps also have these strong feelings for them. There's times where you get this Ace of Cups, this emotional vulnerability. Maybe this person does nice things for you, says nice things to you. Maybe this person at times has let you in on how it is that they're feeling about you, and then you feel like you hit that brick wall again. Okay, and I feel like this person does try to put, it's like this person's putting in effort, but for you, perhaps it might not be enough effort. I feel like for you at times, their effort might come across as confusing because you're not quite sure of where you stand with this person because they haven't said it yet. I feel like at times when it comes to this person, you're not sure, like, almost like at times you might not be sure of what version of them you're getting. Are you going to get this more so emotionally intimate side of them or emotionally vulnerable side of them? Or are you going to feel like you're talking to a brick wall all night or all day, you know? And I feel like this person, these are things that they're working through, and they show you effort in the way that they can. And I feel like it varies from like time to time when you see them. It varies from day to day if you see them daily for some reason. It's just like you're not quite sure of at times what their effort means because they're not directly saying it to you. I hope that that makes sense. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest. Not every single thing that comes out of my mouth or that jumps out in these cards is going to resonate with everyone. And we've got total connection. And total connection is bringing up like-minded, resonance and intimacy, compatible personality types rather, and healthy attachment styles. And to me, that total connection card is highlighting that this is a connection that for the both of you is worth exploring. However, for you, I feel like it could definitely get frustrating quick if you are at times feeling like you're getting hit with this brick wall. And this guardedness off of your person. But when it comes to the connection itself, there is a lot of compatibility between the two of you. When it comes to the connection itself, there's perhaps shared life goals or common core values that the two of you have. There's romantic feelings on both sides of things. I feel like what this connection comes down to and what's on this person's mind when it comes to it really stems down to, or boils down to rather, this person knowing that they need to get their shit together. You know, even if they feel like they're not on your level of doing so, they need to begin to open up about it. And I do feel like your person's going to begin to open up more and more. I feel like when it comes to this person, and when it comes to you, there's times where the brick wall that you are met with is just something that you don't have patience for, nor should you. I feel like open and honest communication could honestly solve a lot of things that are taking place within this connection right now. So if this is somebody that you are already close to or somebody that you've been seeing or dating, it might be necessary, or I feel like it's necessary regardless to have open and honest communication. But I feel like, again, if this is somebody that you're dating or have this stronger connection with, it's definitely something that is worth bringing up as soon as possible. I feel like when it comes to your person, they are thinking of moving this connection forward. They want something more romantic. They want and see a committed relationship when it comes to this connection. They feel like the two of you have a very well-rounded, fulfilling connection with one another, but they are definitely struggling with things on their own end. And right now they're thinking that if they don't start to resolve these things soon, they're going to continue, or it's almost like they could either begin to resolve these things and make positive movement forward toward you, or they're just going to, let's say, double down into this lack mindset and lose you. And they don't want to lose you. They want to continue to make positive movement forward so that they can, feel more worthy. And in their mind, it's like they need to feel more worthy and be more worthy of the type of person that you are. They need to feel more worthy or be more worthy for you. And a lot of that is all going on in their own head. There's nothing that you've done that has made them feel that way. This is their own insecurities, their own issues coming out to play here. So I hope that makes sense, Pile 2. I hope that it resonated and brought some clarity and some insight to who it needed to be heard by. Thank you so, so much for allowing me to read for you today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, Pile 3, my Amazonite pile. Let's get right into it. Let's see, what is your person currently thinking about you and about the connection itself? What is on your person's mind? Let's see what it is that they are currently thinking. Is on your person's mind? What is it that they are currently thinking? We've got the High Priestess. We have got, it of course fell upside down, the Magician. Oop, okay, and we've got the Artist. So immediately, and we've got the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There's a lot of idealism going on, let's say, when it comes to this connection. I feel like your person, really, the High Priestess hit me immediately with this message of, or this indication of, this person wanting to get to know you better. Okay? So I feel like this person right now has it in their head. They're like very interested. They want to get to know you better. The High Priestess, for some reason today, because I record everything on one day, and I feel like it's jumped out once or twice, and it keeps bringing me this message or this indication of mystery. So there's certain things about you perhaps that this person wants to get to know, but I feel like this person ultimately, even with that High Priestess, is very attracted to you. They want to get to know you better. I feel like for some of us, this is someone that's definitely more so of a crush. So you might have a crush on them, they might have a crush on you. For some of us, maybe we work together. What I'm trying to get to with this Magician card, basically, or at a base level of that Magician card, is it just feels like to me, at times this person might feel or might be sort of this outsider looking in. And I feel like they feel that way because they don't really know everything about you. They don't know everything about you, but they want to get to know you. They want to know everything about you. They're very interested in you. They want to see basically what this connection could be with the two of you. They have very high hopes with this Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And the Artist is bringing this indication of this person idealizing this connection, idealizing you. And I feel like that's between the attraction. There's just a lot of attraction here because I feel like this outsider looking in message that I'm just kind of getting as a vibe from this has a lot to deal with this person knowing you, knowing of you, knowing about you, in the sense that they maybe like know what it is that you do, or they see what it is that you do, perhaps in a career sense, perhaps in a school sense, and they see you as being somebody who has all of these talents, all of these skills. Maybe you are someone who is, like in a really good career path. Maybe you're somebody who's really good in school. The Magician basically at a base level brings up talent, skills, and abilities. And to me, in some way, shape, or form, this person is very impressed with who you are as a person. They're very attracted to you. They feel very drawn to you. There's this chemistry perhaps that exists between the two of you, but they're very attracted to you. And at times it's like they almost like feel like this outsider looking in, like they see that you have these accomplishments under your belt. They see that you are somebody who's very successful, perhaps independent. They see that you're somebody who's very talented or skilled, maybe has some expertise in whatever it is that you do. And they're very attracted to that. They're very attracted to you on a physical level, and they want to get to know you more. They already feel with this artist card very passionately about this connection. They feel very passionately about you, but they also idealize a lot. Okay, so to me, this person is thinking about you a lot. Okay, this person does a lot of thinking about you. They do a lot of thinking about the connection. They do a lot of thinking about, let's say, moving this connection forward. They do a lot of thinking about getting to know you more. They're just very enamored, and I would also say infatuated with you at this point in time. Okay, and I don't feel like they're quite such an outsider, because for some of you, I do feel like there's this indication of the two of you, having already gotten to know one another, or the two of you sharing something, like sharing the same workplace, or sharing, like being in the same class as one another, whatever the case might be. Okay, we have It's a Plan. It's a Plan is bringing up getting asked out. Text message or call with the intent to date, tentative plans, making or solidifying a plan. And that again brings me to the two of you. It's not like this person, again, is a complete outsider. It's not like this person is coming out of left field here. But I feel like in some way, shape, or form, this person is an outsider looking in, because they don't know you on that deeper emotional level yet, and they want to get to know you. And I feel like you could expect perhaps very soon into the near future, because this person sees something very serious between the two of you. There's this attraction toward you. There's this chemistry between you both. There's all of these fantasies, let's say, that this person's been idealizing and drawing up within their head. But they do feel like there is potential here for a serious romantic relationship. And I feel like this person isn't the type of person, honestly, to waste a lot of time. They've been thinking about you, they've had you on their mind, but they want to move this connection forward. The Magician would bring up deepening the level of commitment within a connection. The Ten of Cups would certainly bring that up as well. The Artist is a little bit like lackadaisical or dreamy, etc. But I feel like based on the other cards around the Artist, and based on It's a Plan, there's definitely a strong indication of this person making some positive movement forward quite soon into the near future. Oop, we got too many cards jumping out. I think I will take this one and this one, the two that's jumped out onto the table. Let me see what else jumped out onto the floor. How is it possible? How is it possible that all these cards are so beautiful? All of the cards that jumped out onto the floor, we have Team Awesome, we have Lightning, we have Abundance, we have Leveling Up, and we have Soulmates. I love when that sort of thing happens. We are taking them all, because I feel like this is just moving onward. Like, this connection is just moving onward and upward. Certainly it is leveling up. So there's a lot going on here now, since we lost 5 cards, actually 7 cards out of the deck. But anyway, let me get right into it. Let me readjust with all of this new information that's been coming up. But I feel like a lot of it has a lot to do with what I've been rambling on about to begin with. Okay, this person wants to make positive movement forward. We have the Sweetheart card, literally saying that this person is infatuated with you. Okay. We have No You Hang Up. I just feel like with everything, it's almost like I'm overwhelmed right now. I can't even get my thoughts straight. But this person is definitely interested in you. I don't feel like you know this person on a super deep level yet. For some of you, of course, take what resonates and leave the rest, because for some of you, you might know this person on a deeper level. Maybe this is somebody that you're, closer with. But for some of us, I feel like when this person asks you out, even if they just ask you out, let's say to get coffee to begin with or to go grab a drink, whatever it might be, it's going to be sudden. It's going to be a surprise. It's not really something that you were expecting. I feel like for some of us, also when it comes to the time frame, like you might not be expecting this person to make a move so quickly. And I feel like that's something maybe that's important to bring up here. Not even, let's say, when it pertains to this person, but maybe even when it pertains to your dating life in general. Maybe you've gotten, like, unfortunately, I'm going to say used to people playing games or people sending mixed signals. And I feel like when it comes to this person, they're going to be very direct with you. They're going to ask you out, and it's almost like you're going to be surprised by the fact that this person took this initiative or made this effort, just because, of course, at times we're not really used to seeing that. We're not used to seeing someone, do as they say they're going to do, or we're not really used to seeing someone actually put in that effort for us, which is an unfortunate circumstance or situation. So I feel like that's very important. I feel like the two of you do have a lot in common. Again, that brings me back to one of the messages that I said earlier, where it was like the two of you, again, don't seem to be the closest. This person does seem to be attracted to you, but they seem to be an outsider looking in, although you share the same space. And I feel like maybe that's something, again, that's important to this connection, where it's like the two of you do know one another, do know of one another. And again, it's like you guys share the same space with one another in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like that's something that, again, from some of these oracle cards is coming up for me. It's just coming up again, where it's like you don't really know. It's not like you know this person super well at this point in time, but the two of you do have things in common. In some ways that the two of you are compatible. The two of you do already spend time together in some regard. But I feel like, again, that could be because maybe there's a common hobby that maybe the two of you go to events for. Maybe there's a common workspace. Maybe there's a common class, or maybe you guys live in the same dorm. Whatever the case might be, it seems like you guys somehow share a space with one another. But again, it's not like you and this person have really gotten to know one another, because there's certain ways in which they feel like an outsider, or they're not directly connected to you yet, if that makes sense. But you're definitely on this person's mind, and this person's got their eye on you. I hope that makes sense. I'm not trying to be cryptic. It's just the way that these these messages rather, are coming out. To where it seems like, again, you know this person in some regard, but you're not exactly that close with them. They have got you on their mind, but they want to get to know you better. Okay? They definitely want to get to know you better. And I feel like we see that with this. They want to spend time with you. They want to have these conversations with you. They are into you. They see that there could be something more here. But even this card, the sweetheart card and the lightning card, they both bring up surprise. And to me, it's just, again, like you might be surprised. For example, if like so-and-so has been in your English classes every semester, you might be very surprised when all of a sudden, they ask you out this semester. Or the two of you might work at the same company as one another, and it might come to you as a surprise when this person asks you to go grab a cup of coffee or to grab some drinks, because I feel like this is something that's going to be upcoming. I feel like it's something that's going to be somewhat maybe out of the blue, and it's definitely something that's going to lead the both of you toward continuing to get closer to one another, toward continuing to open up communication with one another, to spending time with one another, to finding and seeing how much the two of you really do have in common. And I feel like you are very much so going to be on the same page as this person and begin looking at them as someone who's definitely, looking at them as somebody who is definitely having the potential to be a life partner, or having the potential to be someone who you could be in this serious long-term relationship with. Okay, I really feel like this person is going to be somebody who's very good for you. This is somebody who has done a lot of the work on themselves. in order to better themselves. This is somebody that you're highly compatible with, somebody that in a lot of ways you're on the same page as them, that the two of you have a lot in common when it comes to, let's say, certain hobbies or certain things that you both like to do or share common interests. But this is also somebody that you share similar life goals with and somebody that you share similar core values with. All in all, I feel like this is a very beautiful reading. Like I said, I was a little surprised and shocked to myself at all these messages that came out and how they all seem to flow together. But overall, this is definitely somebody that could be a potential soulmate. This is somebody that could be marriage material, a potential life partner for you. And I feel like at this current point in time, there's been this chemistry that you've felt back and forth from this person. No moves have perhaps really been made yet. The two of you seem to share something in common that brought the two of you together. But overall, there hasn't been these solidified plans made yet. And I feel like these solidified plans are being made very soon into the near future, because this person just feels very drawn to you. And I feel like in some way, shape, or form, you also feel drawn toward them. I feel like for right now and in the recent past, this has definitely been a connection where the two of you have had your eyes on one another, have seen that there's some chemistry between the both of you, have felt very attracted toward one another. And I feel like this person has it on their mind and in their heart to make some positive movement forward very soon into the near future. And as I said, I do feel like this will be something that will surprise you. I feel like the way that this person's going to be direct, I feel like the way that this person isn't going to play any games, unfortunately, is going to be a surprise or a shock to us. But overall, it's going to lead the both of you toward very beautiful things with one another. I feel like this is definitely a connection that has a lot of potential within it. And I feel like it will result in a very lovely connection for you both. So I really hope that this makes sense. I hope that this resonates. I hope maybe there's somebody that for this reading stood out to you within your life, that it could possibly be that person. Thank you so much for allowing me to do such a beautiful little reading for you, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day.